is up, guys? Just here really quick to give you guys kind of a little bit more of a in-depth look at what is going to be the 24 Down Network. Um, there's a lot of plans that are in place right now that are still kind of developing. So don't expect that everything I say here today is going to be the extent of the network because it's going to be so much more. I'm just giving you guys a little taste of what to expect, and just know that as time goes on, more stuff will be added to the network and there will be more things. So, um, let's just go over a few things here really quick. Kind of my vision for the network. First and foremost, we've got the 24 Down podcast that you guys all know and listen to. And that's not going away. That is actually going to be the quote unquote flagship show of the network. So that show is still going to be going on. Um, the format of that show maybe might change down the road once we get everybody interviewed. We'll see. That's something I'm working on. We'll figure that out. But first and foremost, that show's not going anywhere. It will still be the main part of the 24 Down network. Um, I'll announce another show. This is a show that actually is very, very close to being uh, off the ground and running. In fact, it's supposed to be recorded. Episode one is supposed to be recorded tonight. Now, when that'll show up on the network, it really depends, but I would think tomorrow, maybe at the earliest, but definitely should be coming this week. And that show is Buddha and the Brazilians. Um, and I guess when you put those three together in a show, you kind of know what to expect. A bunch of fun guys that are just going to have a blast. I think they're going to talk some current events. They're going to talk some things going on in the world, and they're just going to give their own twist on it and their own perspective and have fun, and they'll be funny. I'm really excited for that show. Now, Buddha also has another show that he's working on, um, and the details are not all there yet. We're still kind of figuring that out, but it is going to be a podcast geared towards um, talking with other pastors and leaders and things like that. So that'll be another good podcast to look forward to. Another podcast that I will kind of give you guys a little sneak peek of is that uh, Matt Matias is talking about doing a theological type podcast. Now, how often these all these podcasts happen, that's going to kind of, well, I'll get into that a little bit later, but yeah, so that is another podcast to look forward to down the road. Can't forget that the roast is going to be coming back some point soon. There is talk of at least two or three other podcasts that I will not mention right now that will be also joining the network. But it doesn't just stop with podcasts because we have a vision of moving further and reaching past just the podcast world. And so one of the big things these days is Twitch. Everybody loves Twitch. They, whether you watch somebody stream video games or, from my understanding, like Twitch, you could pretty much get on and do anything. Period. So we are going to be having 24 Down Network Twitch account, and on this account, you're going to be able to find other people within the 24 Down realm that are going to be streaming. For instance, Francis, I know for a fact, he's starting to do his Twitch streaming again. So it's going to be able to find him and his stream on Twitch. Tom Rizzo, always making music, always making beats, doing his own thing on Twitch. You're going to be able to find that through our Twitch as well. I believe Gene also does some gaming, and I think he was talking about maybe doing some Twitch, doing the Twitch streaming again. So that's another person. Matthias, I know he does Twitch streaming, so that's another potential person that might get on throughout the network. But the point of this thing is to have our own Twitch channel that we can go live for different random things. But when we're not live and one of our other guys is live, whether it be Francis or Tom or whoever, it'll pop up for you as well. So that's something to look forward to. Um, Another tool that I don't really know a ton about these days, I'm showing my age here, is Discord. And so we are in works of getting a Discord of our own for the 24 Down Network. And that's going to be a great place to chat, to find information on who's doing what podcast is coming out, who's streaming on Twitch, whatever. Hey, you guys want to play a game together? Like there'll probably be a channel for that. I, I don't really understand the whole Discord stuff too well, so um, I'm gonna need some help with that, and I've got some guys helping me out with that as well. So that's another thing to look forward to. Um, so there's going to be more shows, more content, more ways of finding us. I'm not going to make any promises. Um, there's talks of potentially maybe two different YouTube ventures, one being a vlog done by somebody, and one being maybe a little like sitcom-ish type funny mini series type of thing on YouTube, all again throughout the 24 Down network. So no promises on those, and but there's going to be different things that are coming, different ways for people to connect, different ways for people to find entertainment, whatever it may be. Um, Speaking of YouTube, really quick, I really, this is huge. Please, please, if you are watching this right now or listening to this or whatever the case is, and you have not subscribed to our YouTube, please subscribe. If you have multiple accounts, I don't know if this is allowed. YouTube, I'm sorry if it's not, but if you have like I have my personal account and I've got this 24 Down network account, so technically I could subscribe twice. We need to get up to 100 subscribers. Not that that's not that much of a goal to get to, but once we do get to 100 subscribers, then we can have our own unique YouTube URL. So rather than you having to search through it and try and find our stuff, which right now I know it's sometimes a little bit hard to find if you're not subscribed, you literally be able to go to, this is a good example, youtube.com/24 down network. So that's a very big goal for me right now, is to get 100 subscribers on YouTube. So stop what you're doing. If you have a YouTube account, please, we'd really appreciate if you could subscribe to this, just so we could get that unique URL. Um, so that's pretty much a good overview. Now I asked earlier from some of the people in 24 Down to pose any questions that you might have about what is the network. So I'll go over those really quick. The first question was, what shows can we expect? And I kind of covered that. Again, know that there are some other shows in the works. We're trying to figure everything out. Um, I gave you one show for sure that's happening, Boot and the Brazilians. I teased a few other shows. Know that there's some other shows also. And again, there's all these different ways to also plug in. Next question was, can just anyone from 24 Down record a podcast and add to the network? Short answer, no. But hear me out. My goal for this network is I want to make sure that we continually grow together, that we continually have reasons to talk, we continually have things to talk about to keep us close. Um, so as these shows are coming out, these podcasts, the YouTube things, whatever, my main goal is I don't want to oversaturate and give too much content to where people feel there's just too much and I can't keep up with it. And then run the risk of maybe like losing out on that bond that we've built over the last year. Um, with that said, we're going to try and stick to some sort of schedule with the podcast that we put out so that there's not too much content at once. So again, I say like, no, not just anybody can just record something and put it on the network. We still want to like run it through the admin team, make sure that it is good to fit with the network, what we're trying to do. Chances are, like, if there's something you want to do, please reach out, because the likelihood is we'll find a way to fit you in. Um, so it's kind of a yes and a no. You can't just automatically add something to the network, But if you have an idea, please bring it to us because we are going to want to hear it and probably be like, yes, let's do whatever it is you want to bring to the table. So keep that in mind as well. Um, and then this is a very important question too, is where do I find all the new stuff? Okay, so still working on all this, but if you've noticed, the 24 Down YouTube page now is, it says 24 Down Network. I think even down in this corner, right? Yep, this corner, there should be a little watermark now, 24 Down Network. So all of our stuff that we put on YouTube, whether it be video versions of the podcast or anything else YouTube related, is all going to be right here on this YouTube channel. As far as the podcasts, they are all going to be on one feed. So if you already subscribed to what was the 24 Down podcast, now known as the 24 Down Network, you're going to get all those shows throughout that feed. If you don't subscribe, I would suggest subscribing because it's the easiest way to keep up to date. But for whatever reason, if you don't want to subscribe or whatever, on your podcasting platforms, you literally just search 24 Down Network and it should bring up the feed, which will have all the shows. Um, like I said, the Twitch, like, okay, for instance, Francis and Tom, they have their own Twitch. They're going to be doing their own Twitch things. Again, I'm not the best with Twitch, so I apologize. My terminology lacks a little bit, but they're going to be doing their own Twitch stuff on their channel as a part of the 24 Down Network. Now, from what I've been taught over the last few days, is through our Twitch when we are not live, when we are not hosting something. If, for instance, Francis is live and you go to the 24 Down Network's Twitch, Francis's stuff will pop up. So I would still suggest subscribing to Francis and Tom and whoever else is a part of it. But if you are at first wondering, well, how am I going to find them? You will be able to find them initially through our Twitch stream that will be set up soon. And then again, make sure you subscribe to them separately so they can get the subscribers and things like that. But you'll be able to find all the Twitch stuff that we are going to be affiliated with through our Twitch. When we are offline, if somebody that we're affiliated with is online, it will show up through. I think that makes sense. I'm probably just rambling. Um, and the Discord is going to be a great place to find information for where to find different things. I'm still going to be keeping the Facebook pages updated, trying to let everybody know, hey, this show's coming out, whatever it is. So um, I'm slowly transitioning everything that was called 24 Down Podcast and 24 Down Network. So the Facebook page, if I can, I'm going to change it from podcast to network, and you're going to find all the information on that. Um, the like I said, the YouTube and the podcast feed right now are already switched over to the network. So um, slowly transitioning to that. But so that was pretty much um, the questions that received, and hopefully this video helped explain some other stuff. I'm very very excited for this, guys. I think that this is taking what we had to the next level. It was already awesome. Now we're taking it to the next level, and there's a lot of ways for you guys now to plug in and to feel a part of this, be a part of this, put your own creative spins on things. If you have something in mind out of the realm of anything I've talked about today, something you have in mind that you think would fit, but it's does not in the same uh, avenues that I talked about today, again, bring that up. If you have like, I have this idea that I think it would work, and I didn't say something about it, come tell us about it because you're probably right. I'm not I'm not saying that we are only going to be on podcast, YouTube, and Twitch, and that's it. If there's other ways to build this network, I'm all about it. So please, 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 I want everybody to feel a part of this. I want everybody to have more content. And so that's basically the main goal. And again, please, 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 if you can, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you are watching this right now, the only place you could really watch it is on YouTube. So you're already there. Just hit the little subscribe button. It doesn't take long. It would mean a lot. We're just trying to get to 100. You could share this if you want, in case you want to get some other people that you think might want to subscribe. Yeah, so that was pretty much the quick little announcement video. I think I answered some questions and gave you guys a little bit of details of what to expect moving forward. So be excited, guys. I'm super excited. This is a lot of fun, and it just shows how strong this family is. I love you guys all very much, and we'll be talking to you soon. All right, later.